program called Be the Master of Your Brain. Friends, you may be wondering as to why I have named this program as Be the Master of Your Brain. Friends, the first thing is, here in this program, we are going to understand the part of our brain, the hidden potential that we have within ourselves, this memory storage capacity which is nothing but 1 lakh crore GB, and how best we can utilize. What are the tools and techniques? Yes, we are going to understand each and everything through the following video series. Friends, day in and day out, we've been loading loads and loads of information to our brain, right? So it can be through the newspaper articles, or it can be through the TV, it can be through our friends, our relatives, our teachers, what we have experienced, what we have heard, and so on in so many different ways. And whatever we are storing, it is getting stored onto 1.4 kgs of our brain, right? So when we are storing the information, there is no chance that the brain said, no, I don't want this. I just can't remember this. Let it be numbers. No, I just don't want to touch that. Let it be something like newspaper articles. No, I don't want to see that. I don't want to read them. No. But then, if you just look back, when we are recalling the information, for example, let me give you this. I ask you to recall a movie of your favorite actor, probably you've watched a month ago or a year ago. And on the same line, I ask you to recall a newspaper article or a chapter in your textbook. Maybe you've just read yesterday, or maybe a week back, or latest to the month back. That's it. Right? Let me just think, I ask you to think that which is the one that your brain would be willing to recall. Where does your brain focus goes to? Is it not to the movie? Yes, I'm sure that you tell the answer that yes, this is to the movie that I would like to recall. Now friends, just think back. Whenever we fed in the information, we didn't have any problem. But when we are recalling, the brain made some priority while recalling. What could be the reason for this? What is that something hidden secret which is going on inside our brain? Right? So for this, I would like to take you for a scenario of showing one movie in 2 different theaters. Let me just name them as Theater A and Theater B. In Theater A, I am going to show you a movie which is exactly the same movie as what you have watched in the theaters. In Theater B, it is the same movie, or the script of the same movie that you are supposed to read and understand about that movie. Now tell me, where would your willingness goes to? Don't you favor Theater A? Yes. Now I'll do one thing. In Theater B, rather than giving you the script, I'll replace the script with the black and white pictures. It is just like you're seeing an album with black and white pictures there, black and white photos there. Now tell me, in Theater A, while it is playing the proper movie as what you are seeing, with emotions, with sounds, with beautiful, colorful images which are running, which one your mind is favoring? Again, to Theater A. Now, let me do one thing. Instead of black and white pictures, now I would like to go for colorful pictures. I am just replacing the black and white photos with the color photos. I am sure again you tell that it is Theater A that I would like to go for, because it is a movie which is running where I don't need to put in any effort. Okay, fine. I will take another chance with you guys that instead of the colorful photos, an album, what I do, I replace the photos, the album itself, with the movie what you see in Theater A. But instead, what I do, I just mute off the sound, or rather I increase the sound. Now tell me, either case, when I completely mute down the sound or when completely increase the sound, now tell me, would you like to go for the Theater A where you have a proper soothing sound to your ears, or the one where the sound is not proper for your ears? Yes, it is to Theater A again. Right. Now, let me do one thing. Yes, I'll put in the proper sound, the mixture of the sound, everything is good, and then yes, the movie is also there, but the movie is not the movie of human beings. Now, rather, it is the movie with cars, or with some missions where human involvement is not at all there. Human emotions are completely lost. You're not seeing the laughter, you're not seeing the sadness, you're not seeing the fighting, you're not seeing the angry. Now just think about, it's just the movies coming, it's just the missions coming, they're fighting, they're going off. Now just think about the theatre, where you have a very proper movie which is running with the human beings, where the person who is cracking a joke there, because of him we are laughing. If the actor or actress is crying, we tend to have a sad feeling there. If there is an angry moment, there is a little anguish which is coming out from our inside of our mind also. Now think about whether you want theatre A and theatre B. Friends, I know with whatever the choices that I said, you are favoring for theatre A. Now let me do one thing. Instead of just giving you the complete theatres, the proper infrastructure theatre, I'll do one thing. For theatre A, I will give you the same theatre as it was. Example, PVR cinemas. Now theatre B will be a 14-inch monitor. Of course, the movie is the same as what you have in theatre A, it will be the same thing in theatre B. Now think about whether would you like to go for 14-inch monitor, or would you like to go for a theatre like a PVR cinemas? Yes, it is nothing but the PVR cinemas. What did we think about here, or what did we understand here? That the brain is looking out for something bigger and bolder pictures. Now when I gave you the scenarios of theatre A and theatre B, there what did we decipher? It is just nothing but the brain is looking out for any incident to be in the running movie format, having soothing sounds in that, having colorful images with emotions attached. Emotions being intact, and that being the most important part. Friends, having said above these characters, let's delve into some more characteristics of our brain. Now let me do one thing. For that, I will take you to a birthday party of your friend. There you will click the photos, the selfies, everything. There, when you are scrolling back over those selfies, just think, whom are you looking at first? Is it not your face? Yes. Is it not your dress? Yes. Does that mean that you are keen on yourself? Yes. The factor of I is more attracting there. That's the reason where we are the prime people for the, let's say for functions or for family gatherings. We will be acting with full initiation and full intuition and full enthusiasm. Right? So I understood that the factor of I is more important. The involvement of I is required there. Now the same thing, in the same birthday party, let's say your friend introduces you to her mother. Now there comes a choice, right? You will be speaking to her and you will be talking to the mother and all those things. And let's say after some 15 days, you'll get a chance to meet the mother somewhere in a complex. Now, just think about this scenario. Do you still require your friend to speak to her mother in the complex? No way, because the mother who was not known has become an unknown. Sorry, the mother who was unknown has become a known person now, and you're carrying on with that known person. Right? So, the mind is looking out for unknown people in order to understand unknown people, or it would like to take in some known objects in order to understand the unknown objects. Going further, let's do one thing. See, day in and day out, when we are in traffic signals, we would have watched so many cars going on there. We would have just focused on the number of the vehicles going on, number of two-wheelers, number of four-wheelers and on. But do we remember how many went? What kind of the cars or what company? Like that? No, we never even bothered. But I'll give you the same scenario that instead of seeing the cars on the road, let's imagine there was a day where you saw a ship which was landed on the road. Now, would you like to remember that? Would your mind stare at that? Would your mind think back again? And would you tell this to your friends or your relatives or your family members? Yes, even after a month also, if you just go back and stand on the road, we will be thinking of that the incident what we had in our mind, what it was stored in our mind. So it means that the imagination or that incident became permanent in our mind, right? So can I take it like the mind is looking out for something strange? Yes, I'll do one thing. I will give you a dice and I'll ask you to imagine you rolling the dice upwards. Yeah. Now, the same thing, I will ask you to imagine you are rolling the dice, and as you are rolling the dice is becoming bigger and bigger and bigger, and suddenly a monkey came and it catched the dice and went onto the tree. Now tell me, which one is more favoring for you? Is it not the second one where we went deeper with the imagination? We went step by step with the imagination, and we just got aligned with that. Yes, instead of listening, imagination inside our own mind is so important. So friends, when I tell you all these things, exactly where are we looking for? Now when I said I want soothing sounds to my brain, I want colorful pictures, I want running movie, and I want emotions intact in any incident. Let it be my childhood memories, or let it be the marriage events, or let it be any sad events, anything. My emotion should be intact and everything is seen right in front of me where I am also involved. Are we not looking for the five senses of our brain? Yes, my dear friends. If we understand, if we see any memory with the five senses of our brain, which are nothing but our visuals, our auditory, our kinesthesia, which is nothing but the feelings, our taste, our smell, we'll be able to remember forever and recall it forever and retain for more longer time, 10 times more faster than our conventional method. The very reason is that we are storing everything to our subconscious mind. We are bypassing the conscious and we are storing it to our subconscious mind. Friends, having said this, you may be wondering, okay, if at all I use these features of our brain to my studies or to my business communications, would I be able to remember any information for longer time? Would it be easy for me to apply these memory skills, or can I use it for any kind of information? Are there any restriction? What is stopping me? Are there any tools and techniques? Is there any external help and external guidance for this? My dear friends, I am here to help you to store any information. Let it be poems, let it be business conversations, let it be historical dates, or let it be your chemical formulas or the maths formulas or diagrams or long list of answers, vocabulary, foreign languages, give me anything. I'm here to help you. I'm here to guide you as to how we going to apply techniques, different techniques for different kind of data, and how we are going to store in our mind memory permanently forever. For this, I request you to please subscribe to my channel and please keep watch on this upcoming video series. Thank you.